Hello, in this lesson I am going to teach you the difference between entrance, emphasis and exit animations. We're also going to look at how you can use them together. Here we have an example of an entrance, emphasis and exit animation attached to a bullet point list. If I go onto the animations tab where I'm at, you see this little preview icon. If I click on this, it'll play back the animation. And you can see what happened there was the entrance came in, the emphasis did a little movement to show off, and the exit left. Then these two came in together and only the arrow left. I'm going to go into the display mode and show you that again step by step. Here we have the starting point. If I click, entrance will enter, emphasis will have some sort of showing off animation, and the exit will exit. Next, we can have the two items come in as one and the arrow leave. So that's the basics of entrance, emphasis, and exit animation. So let's have a quick look at how we make them. If I go to the second slide, you'll notice I've got the exact same slide as before, however, without any animations attached. I highlight the item I want to give an animation to, and I go up to this panel, and in here, in green, I've got a bunch of different entrance animations. Previously I had fly in, but for the moment, what I'm going to use random bars. You see there's a little preview. When I hit preview again, it kind of comes in using vertical bars. What I can also do is, you see here, you've got effect options. This gives me a couple options. Previously it was horizontal bars, but now I'm going to use vertical bars. And I think that has a slightly better look. Next we have emphasis. This is used if we want to just show a particular thing in more detail. Now here, I had spin previously, but in this one, I think all I'm going to do is use grow shrink. And there, that grows that image. Now, I can actually, if I'm on this one, I get some options. I can change the size it stretches, and this one, or the way it stretches. Now, I want to have it on, let's make it huge, and that's a little bit big, but instead of just being huge all the way, I'm going to make it huge horizontal. Okay, and that at least doesn't interfere with the entrance or exit one. Finally, we have our exit one. I'm going to click on it, go up to this panel. Now you can't see it at the moment, but if I scroll down, you see we have all at once. Now previously we had fly out, but now I'm just going to use bounce. And you see this one doesn't have any effect options, and it moves out. Now I'm going to get these to work together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight them both. You can see they're both selected. I'm going to click fly in. And now you see they fly in together. But I will change the direction. I'm going to have them flying from the left. You can see here now we've got the animations showing on the pane. Entrance, emphasis, exit. And these two come in at the same time. They're both on 4. If I wanted to add a new one in here, if I clicked up here, it would overwrite what the animation is at the moment. So what I want to do is just have the arrow selected. Just have the arrow selected. Go to add animation. And I'm going to have that as a fly out. And now change the effect animations to right. And it goes out. Now, at the moment, I have all of these to play on click. So if I go up to here, there's on click, on click. On this one, instead of being on click, I'm going to have after previous. And again, this now will occur after the last one comes in. And so if I go preview, now I like that, but I think emphasis takes a bit long to go. So if I click on that one, it says 2 seconds. I'm going to take it down to 1 second and preview. And there we have the same sort of animation as we had in slide 1. Afterwards, we've got a couple more advanced options. Here we have a shape. Instead of having the come in, come out, all those kind of things, what I can do is I can add movement to it. So I go down below exit and we go to motion paths. And I'm going to click loop. You see there, what I've got is a way to make this one do a little bit of a loop. I'm going to make this a bit larger so it's easy to see. And preview this. And you see, this one will move around the path it's set. Now, the final type of animation we're going to take a look at is transitions. If I preview here, when I go through the animation, I'll get to the next slide. If I click, the next slide just appears. I click again and the next slide just appears. Let's make this a little bit more fancy. By doing this, we'll animate between slides. We do this not by going to animations, but going to transitions. Now, transitions gives us a bunch of options about changing between slide to slide. For the first one, I'm going to pick a subtle transition. I'm going to pick just a little fade in. This will just give us a slightly nicer transition between the two slides. But from going from slide 1 to slide 2, I want something a bit more impressive. So I'm going to an exciting animation. In this case, I'm going to pick honeycomb. You see, quite a fancy animation there. So to preview that, you have the internal animation, a subtle transition, and a more impressive transition. Each of them may do appropriate for whatever animation that you have. Thank you.